Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Six-Sided Struggle, where you laugh at our pain. Let's go around the table and start this session. Do you want to start?
I am Orchid, and I'm playing Gale. The fun fact about Gale today is she loves spicy food. Gale goes for she, her, and I will be using he, they.
My name is Rose. My character's name is Mary Black. Her fun fact, I didn't really think all too much on it, but I'll go ahead and say that when she was little, she was really terrible for temper tantrums. And my pronouns are they, them.
And Miss Mary Black's?
Miss Mary Black's is just she, her.
So the part of Space Baby will be played by David the Gnome today. And Space Baby uses all pronouns because Space Baby doesn't have a predefined gender. So fun fact about Space Baby is Crocodile Hunter wasn't the only show he watched. He also liked to watch a program very similar called Swamp People. So his accent may or may not kind of slip a little Louisiana a little bit.
Oh, a little instigator inspire.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Hi, I'm Harpy. I use they, them pronouns. I'll be playing Aster today, who's using he, they. For today's fun fact, Aster's favorite color is purple, for their namesake flower.
Wonderful. I'm Adam. I'm a he, him. And I'm your GM for today. In the last episode, the instigator struck, stealing many people's belongings, including some of our young heroes. Through no help of the knights, our protagonists trapped the instigator and retrieved their stuff. But not before they learned lessons about the world and the instigator got away. The teens thought this was the end of their problems, but that's when they noticed the AV club leader Simon, with a camera pointed in their direction. He ran. And this is a problem because power usage in public is illegal. They visited him the next day before school to try to get him to erase the footage, when they found him obsessing over becoming heroes. And that's where we start this next session. Right after you meeting up with Simon.
Still in the room?
I was thinking you guys have just stepped out of the room because the first bell has just rung. You all have to get to history class.
Yeah, okay. I've got history. I
Everyone
don't
has
care
history.
where you're going. I don't think Aster has realized. So Aster is going to walk away and realize belatedly. Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't talking to you, Gale.
I'm just gonna walk straight past them. Already tired. Woke up normal time, just my coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I'm just gonna walk right past them as they're conversating about what classes they're going to. And as you notice, I'm going to be heading into the same direction as the class you're going to, history class.
You guys know you have history class together. At least you probably know.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Is she trying to beat us there?
I think we're always kind of late.
Yeah. Well, might break a good thing. Let's move on, huh? Oh, wait, hold on.
Hey, Simon.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Where's everybody going?
As he is in the middle of putting on his backpack, he's like, class is starting, bye? As he pushes past you and goes on to his class.
Look out the hall, and I'm going to see Mary Black, who I followed around before, and I am just going to follow Mary Black. I think it's important to say, just for everybody, Space Baby doesn't go to the school. Space Baby doesn't go to school at all.
Space Baby doesn't go anywhere.
Space Baby doesn't.
Space Baby went quite a few places yesterday.
He's not allowed in public, guys.
Yeah. So I am going to be a little bit sensitive, and I'm going to. Let me play it out. Peeking out the door, and I'm seeing all these different people, and so
Aster's tail disappearing into a crowd.
I amalgamate my form to be like a composition of a lot of different faces. I want to take a female form. That's what I noticed more of in the school. And then I follow Mary Black.
All right. You guys go to history class?
Yeah, no. You feeling this one, Gale?
I don't think we need to be heading in the room at the same time as everybody.
I like what you're thinking. I
They
didn't have a report.
we
though.
go in one day at the right time. They're gonna expect us to do it every day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Gail. Let's check the vending machine and see if they've got anything good.
All right.
So you guys are gonna go to the vending machines?
Yeah.
I'm assuming Miss Mary Black is going straight to class because
Well, she has a granola bar in her bag.
good student. Oh yeah, she's got a granola bar. She's just ready for the day. This is her normal.
Normally,
it's normal
normally I'm just now waking up.
Yeah, yeah.
So why were you missing all that time, anyhow? I hadn't seen you around.
Yeah, I.
Like, just idly strolling in, I think, a mostly empty hall now.
Oh yeah, the second bell has just rang, as you, Miss Mary Black, sit in your seat with your little granola bar. What are you doing, Space Baby? Did you follow Mary Black or did you follow Aster and Gale?
Follow Mary Black.
Follow Mary Black right into class.
So I'm gonna walk in.
There's a seat right next to me if you'd like to sit down.
Okay.
I don't think I recognized the person, but as soon as the voice hit me, I'm like,
That ain't my voice. That's what did it.
it was the voice, the feminine body with the overly masculine Australian accent, kind of throws one off and kind of is distinct.
Oh, that's good.
My face kind of just like not falls, but it just kind of neutralizes instead of her normal like
Masking?
instead of her normal masking, it just kind of like goes neutral.
So, my skin is going to be, it's sort of like a bronzish blue, like there's still a blue tint to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that too.
Is it kind of like human skin tony, like a little bit reddy bronzy, human skin tone-ish, but blue tinted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it kind of feels natural, like things can be so dark, they kind of have like a purple
Yeah.
shade.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like
I'm
the
just
lighting is a little weird over specifically you.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly what we're imagining
And what people would see.
and what people would see looking at you.
Okay.
As you sit down, I'm gonna lean over and say, "Your name is Space Baby, correct?
Right.
Do you mind if I call you SB? Because I feel like that would be a little bit more normal in the school setting."
Crackers, mate. That's fine with me.
Alrighty then, SB it is.
What are Gale and Aster doing over at the vending machine?
Aster is very visibly contemplating whether they want to try and hack this thing and risk borking it the same way they did the arcade cabinet yesterday. They are in deep contemplation, but they are also at the same time trying to get a bit more of a sense of what Gale's like right now. She seemed a little off since yesterday.
And Gale, currently you're not feeling too hot. You're still kind of recovering from your whole incident over the break, and today you're just a little more under the weather than usual. You're feeling a little warm. You're feeling a little sickly.
Yeah, I mean, none of us were really here. I mean, it was the break.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Still, right? They're like plugging in the numbers for some sort of cheese snack that's slowly falling forward. So, you look... Are you like coming down with something?
I mean, I'm not really feeling great right now, but I'm not. It's nothing that like would keep you from going about your day.
I don't think you being sick's gonna stop me, Gale. I'm being nice.
Yeah,
Like knocking against the wall of the thing when the snack gets stuck.
The second bell goes off in the background,
Oh.
as you are now late.
Wouldn't that be the third bell? Because you already said the second bell.
Don't worry about it. I'm saying it. This is when it goes off in conversation.
we should probably make our way to classes.
Yeah, okay. Snatching a little bag of cheese snack out from the vending machine and just trotting along.
Mm-hmm.
But they're keeping an eye on you.
With our friends in the classroom, Space Baby, as you sit there, someone walks up to you. A robotic person with a bubbly, short, stubby body and a bright screen with like a smiley face posted on it in like a dot matrix look.
The screen's on the chest?
The screen is on the face,
Oh.
but it's all very bubbly body and stuff. There are no sharp edges.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Yes, a little bit of a cuddle buddy. He walks straight up to you, Space Baby, and goes, "Who are you? I do not recognize you. I am Isaac. I am intelligent simulated autonomous child. Who are you?"
Hello there, Isaac. Name's Space Baby.
"Your voice is strange. You are not like the other people."
What do you mean?
"Well, your body is effeminate, but your voice is masculine. It does not make sense."
Maybe I should talk like this?
"That makes more sense, but you have the ability to just change your voice like that. It feels insincere."
Isaac? Sorry, Isaac, I don't know why you are being mean to me.
"I do not mean to be mean. I am just trying to learn. That's all I am ever doing. Learning."
Then why did you call me a liar, Isaac?
"I did not call you a
You
liar.
said that I lied.
I said you
You
were
said that I should have a
insincere.
different voice. You come over here and you insult me, and I don't even know what's going on. And all of a sudden, your little cuddle buddy self comes up and acts like you need to tell me what to do, and I don't like that.
You're kind of a sensitive bitch, aren't you?"
I'm going to lean forward at this point and say, if I may, Isaac, they're a little bit new and they're trying to make friends. They were trying to show me their Steve Irwin impression and their crocodile hunter.
That's right, huh?
Impression.
"That's interesting, Mary Black. I'm learning so much today." As it kind of jauntily walks away, waddles away, I should say.
I don't know what to think of our friend Wiretap.
And that's around the time that you two walk in the room.
100% class pet.
I feel like that's
Teacher's pet, sorry. Yeah, that'll do it.
Aster, like, ducking into the room, slinking towards the back like usual.
That's around the time that your teacher, Mr. Gypsum, enters the room. The history teacher is a tall and he's fit, but not like fit. You know, he's just not big. He's got a butt chin and he's got the history teacher outfit of just a button up and some khakis.
He's gone with the, off-tan ones today, it looks like.
He's got short black hair.
I'll lean over to Mary Black. Oi, looks a bit flaky, don't he?
Yeah, I just don't think the spicy fruit cheese really hold a can. I don't think they're actually hot, is the thing. I should have got the normal ones.
SB,
Yeah, they aren't that spicy.
He's
Yeah,
one of
it's
the more tame
branding.
teachers here. If I'm not mistaken, he's
All
one of
right.
the more tame ones here. It's just his clothes are a little funky.
Funky.
They're funky. They're funky.
All right, students. Settle down. It's time to start class.
Oh, right. For the sake of disrespecting this man, do we know his first name?
Yes, you do. It's Joseph Gypsum.
Joseph Gypsum. Wonderful, thank you.
And this is the history teacher you know that likes the amount, thinks you aren't doing enough to...
Thinks I have promise.
Yeah, you have promise, but you
Because
won't
I can read some books
do
and
shit.
remember some things about, like, the coolest villain.
Yeah, but you won't do shit.
Well, yeah, obviously.
You gotta put effort into it, Aster.
Anyway.
Hey, Joseph. You good luck too, huh?
All right, you little shits, calm down. It's time to start class. All right, before we begin, I gotta hand out a little permission slip. We're going to the Modern History Museum of Acheron.
Aster takes out an earbud and starts actually listening.
Mary Black raises her hand and says,
No questions. It's time to get you kids some culture. So we're going to the History Museum. I want you to take this home and get it signed by your parents, and we'll be going in about 2 weeks.
We seeing anything particular in the museum? Does not raise their hand.
Some culture. Now, shut up and let's get started.
Hey, mate, what's a history?
Aster looks over, suddenly enthralled.
I'm very intrigued. I'm looking at you like wanting to know.
Yeah.
Just slowly sink into my chair.
Mary?
Aster full of big grin.
Hey, Mary, do you know what a history is?
He gives you just a very confused look. And it's like,
Are you supposed to be in my class?
She's been here all year, Mr. Gypsum.
You do my schedules. You keep track of that anyway. That's fine. All right, sure.
As I just scribble in Space Baby's name on the roster and mark her as...
Track attendance for me. That's fine. All right.
Can I do that?
History is what you're learning with me. So let's begin teaching history.
as the screen fades to black. All right, so what do you guys do when you leave school? Do you meet up? Do you just go home? Do you do anything? Talk about what happened in the previous day? I mean...
I think Aster lingers near the front. Usually they wander off pretty quick into whatever the hell else they want to do, but there's been some things today. Maybe they should stick around, see if they can talk to anybody else.
I'm gonna chill and maybe wait for Simon, because I want to talk more about what he was suggesting earlier.
Oh, he'll be in the club. I should be there too, actually.
Maybe that's what we do. We all go back to the thing.
I'm okay with going there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling too good, guys. I think I...
You not feeling
Oh,
up
do
to
you
it again?
need a Pepto-Bismol or...
Oh, no, it's
You're a
just like...
Pepto-Bismol machine, ain't ya?
I am indeed.
No,
An
it's...
aspirin?
No, it's like cold sweats, headache, just...
Cold and flu medicine.
You know, my Nana has this
I'm
really nice
just
tea
gonna-
she makes.
I think I'm just gonna head home.
Okay, well, go get some rest, okay?
Yeah,
Wait up,
okay.
Mike.
Gail?
If you don't come and check this out, then how are we going to know what looks best on you?
We got signals. I got your hertz.
Yeah.
Text me if... Not... Whatever. Audio, text me if you need anything.
Yeah.
I don't know much, but I have heard many times that it's always a bad idea to split the group.
All right. You guys go to the club room.
So we go back to the club.
You guys go to the AV club room to find Simon, and they're having a whole meeting showing the footage that they had done over the break.
Oh, I was supposed to be here earlier.
You were supposed to be here earlier. And as you walk in, Simon's looking at you disapprovingly.
Like a little grimace smile and a wave, and ducking their head to retreat to the back of the room like they usually do.
Yeah.
I brighten up and I say, "Hey, Simon."
Video. We're watching
I think
some.
I'm reading Space Baby.
Yeah, everyone simultaneously in the room hushes you as everybody's eyes are focused on a projector that is pointed at the whiteboard.
What do we see?
Right now you see... I don't know. You have any suggestions? Anything funny?
It's a
not
black and
bad.
white. It's a black and white art film of an orange impaled on a stick, and it's slowly turning. And there is a fruit peeler scraping the skin off, and it does up closest of the blade, like cutting through the skin, and then like it'll switch to a scene of a peel falling while piano music plays softly in the background.
So what you see, there's a kid in full mime outfit standing there presenting his footage that he did on the break, and it is what you described. It is a orange that has been stabbed, and this juice is slowly flowing from it, and it's supposed to be like extremely symbolic, and it's supposed to have like extremely heavy metaphor. And as this orange slowly rots on this fork, as the orange slowly rots on this fork, the mime in front of it is slowly rotting himself, and it's just one big art piece that has been done Probably not the first time this has been done by this one kid. he has done other.
I'm going to snap my
What it is they're making a body of work.
Yeah, it is his catalog.
It is this is
I've been
being
to
filmed
slam
for
poetry.
the
You
dance.
need to snap when it's supposed to be quiet, isn't it? For slam poetry?
We're not supposed to do anything till the thing's over, yeah.
Yeah, the lights come on, and he takes a big bow. And
Oh! Nice going, Nicholas!
Mime kid.
Oh, I love that we have Nicholas the Mime Kid now. How much applause does Nicholas get, by the by?
This is a
Or-
performance he's done a few times, so it's light coughs, and a few people are doing it, but they're doing it out of necessity, not out of praise.
Pity.
I feel like
Aster is clapping, I think, a bit more, just in defiance of this. A little bit to be contrary.
then Space Baby's going to clap too. I want to say though, I feel like you could probably hear the eye rolls louder than you could the audience clapping.
Probably, yes. This is when Aster pulls you aside and goes, "Hey, dude, what? You're late, dude. What the hell?"
It's been a long day. I'm sorry, man. That's on me. What's up?
Well, you gotta submit your footage,
Yeah, no,
and then we'll show it.
Yeah, no, I'd send you my footage. You think I didn't send you my... Simon? No, Simon, look me in the eye.
Alright, give me
Simon?
that.
Well, you
I
made
don't
this
need
costumes
this.
instead of looking at my footage.
I
for
don't-
this film showing.
I don't need this kind of stash my way, dude. I'll go check again, but I'm pretty sure I didn't have it in my inbox.
It's in your Proton now.
Oh shit, here it is. Sorry, dude.
You're fine.
Timestamp showing it was sent 30 minutes ago.
Timestamp showing it was sent a few minutes. That's pretty good.
It was like 15.
And then he looks at it and he's like, "Right, dude. 30 minutes ago. Right. Okay. Whatever, dude. Let's go."
Yeah, no, that's on me.
So you show your audio, you show your video. What's your video?
I think it's a lot of, like... It's a lot of urban exploration stuff. It's a lot, I think, this one specifically, a lot of night footage at the dam that's, like, they're doing construction work on it currently. So there's a lot of, like, shots over a cliff face. There's a lot of the sky. We're seeing, like, time passing. It's fairly quiet. It's, like, it's just vaguely thoughtful, wandering around, seeing what a place is like when it's empty, when it's alone.
Is there any overdubbed audio or anything, or is it just empty shots? Is there music behind it?
Lincoln Park.
Yeah, the 100.
I think there's music while we're outside. I think there's music while we're out. Like, it's a lot of wandering, and then we go outside and we see, like, the dawn coming in.
Is there a part where you're walking down the street and it shows like maybe homeless, maybe not, but a busker like playing guitar, and it's like some sort of soft Spanish guitar song, and then you hear that through the rest of the video?
No, that was my film last break. This one I was like, this one doesn't have as much people in it. It's meant to feel lonely. It's meant to feel kind of thoughtful and wandering. It's aimless.
Showing us how
ultimately.
big the spaces that we inhabit
Yeah.
are, that we never really stop to consider the magnitude
it
of.
is both the sort of the loneliness and the kind of solace found in a place that empty and alone. There is no one else there, but at least you're free to do what you will in there.
Okay, off topic. I love that feel. That's like when you're notice that you're alone, but you're comfortable, and it's like you're not really alone. You're visiting the space.
Yeah.
You know, being part of
It's
that.
footage that would feel creepy probably with any sort of ambiance added. It probably still does a little bit, but it's not made to. It is an honest recounting of this place and the time spent in it, the appreciation found in it. Music fades back in as they head outside and we see the dawn. Like, it had to do with a lot of light work here, going from the dark of the dam to out here. And it's returning to the world, coming out of a train of thought. I don't know if there's any dub over. I should maybe think about that. But for now, that's all we got.
All right, that's beautiful. We are going. That was the last video shown, and after it plays, much of the room clears out, and it's just you guys and Simon now, who's cleaning up chairs and moving stuff as the club leader's job.
I think Aster very much could be helping, and they might help with one or two, but they are by and large just lounging and watching this.
This is normal form, and
This
Simon
is
understands
absolutely-
this, and Simon is used to it.
We have an understanding. Aster is a little bashful as the film closes. They're fine after, but, you know, it's art.
Give you a hand with that, mate?
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah.
Simon, what I wanted to talk to you about was more about what we were talking about this morning, but also after seeing some of your videos, Aster's mostly was inspirational. I was wondering how would one join said AV club?
Oh, you're looking to join, that is.
Maybe.
Oh, well, you just have to come every day after school, and you will have to sometimes present some things. All you gotta do is show up, dude, and you'll be you. Hey, always happy to have another member.
Wonderful.
Do you do any filming? Miss Mary Black? I know you got your granola bar, don't let me stop you, but it is a heartfelt question.
I dabble.
I see. I'd be curious
I'm
to
not
see.
very good in photo editing, but I do a little bit of photography, and I do a little bit of video making.
You do.
I do.
She does do.
Poop joke.
Poop joke.
I was gonna make that joke when you said duty earlier, but I didn't.
Well, that's what you get for not making the joke, is you get joked on yourself.
You know what they say, Kim? Shit or get off the pot.
You gotta get clap. It's clap or get clapped. Come on. What did you ask, Simon?
Oh, yeah, the hero stuff.
She makes sure. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and make sure everyone is out the door first, and
Everyone's
then I'm gonna
gone.
turn back to you and say, "Well, yes, I'm actually quite interested in the prospect of you being like a man in the chair."
And such a good man to have in said chair, right?
And when the going gets rough, I see you have some chameleon traits in you.
Yes, the rough get hidden. That's what happens.
We ain't putting
That's
this
okay.
guy on any sort of battlefield.
No, I'm not. That's not me. I was gonna be the guy that like hacks
know
into
who my
stuff
mother
every
is,
now and
yes.
again if I need to. Maybe watches you from
Oh,
security cameras and
yeah.
edits said footage.
You know that when people find out where I live, I have to move, right?
I didn't.
I
Until
have
now.
moved over 150 times. There are 150 hidden safe houses where we could put him that has a lot of electronic equipment that could link to both your radio and my pager.
Are you saying I get a safe house? This is better than I even. No, Aster, don't do this to me. Give me a safe house, please.
I have
That'd
the
be fun.
keys.
Simon, do you not feel safe at home?
Oh, dude, I'm super safe. I just want a place to my own like that. That sounds super cool, having a safe house. And it's like a previous supervillain. I wonder what was left behind it. Are there any lasers? Please tell me there's lasers.
My mom.
Please.
My mom worked with chemicals, but
Damn it.
we have a lab.
Aster starts. Aster has flipped on the entire idea entirely now that it sounds cool.
Aster, please, man, please let us do this.
We could get it like a headquarters.
Simon, come here. Like wrapping their wing around him.
What's going on, dude? What's
That sounds cool as hell, right?
It sounds so cool,
Kind
dude.
of sounds okay.
And
We'll get you your check. Don't you
and
worry.
I know you had a problem with Dynamo Boy.
I
What?
don't.
Hold on. Listen. Listen.
I'm listening. I got my ear right here. Come on.
Dynamo Kid. It's better.
Why would I want something that narrows it down? Why would I want people to go, oh, that's a kid, and then start looking through the list of children in the area?
Damn it, you're right. Damn it. God, it's such a
You
fuck
gotta
up,
say
Sammy.
it.
Such a fuck up.
You're not hey, like patting his bat with the big flat of his pigeon wing and going, hey, no, we talked about this. You don't say that about my friend.
Hey, okay. Simon's a good boy.
Okay,
Pat,
big
pat.
thwack on the back from the wing. Turning back to Mary Black. Yeah, okay, I think we might be able to do something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna do something great with that. Yeah.
Well,
Are y'all close enough that I could hear y'all two talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
we could
have
all
like,
hear
just
them
been
talking.
under our level of sight, being a goop guy, like duck down and listen in.
Do you think I am some crawling puddle of a person?
I think you could be
You could
if
be.
you wanted to be for like a visual gag.
Well, that is
sticking
good.
your head in the bottom of the frame to go, what's reading?
That is good.
In this time, Simon goes over to his normal desk where he sits. He goes to his book bag and he pulls out a few pre-created coloring book images of yourselves to make costumes off of.
Yeah, okay, the line work's impressive. I'll give you that.
I'm
That's
just
right,
looking
dude.
at the sheet.
Line works great.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Did you say there were a list of children in the area?
Yeah, like government has stuff like that. Government has you're smart. Government has stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, they have things everywhere.
Yeah, government has stuff like that.
Speaking of things being everywhere, would everyone like to move to that secure location I was just talking about?
Right now?
It's not too far.
Hey mates, I think that we need to remember that we have a team member here who isn't feeling
Aster
well.
actively
Maybe
texting, like talking about hero stuff. Lol.
We now have a layer.
Got you a coloring sheet. Simon made it. Don't be mean about it.
I love that has to be prefaced.
Showed my film. Boring, I guess. Anyway, talk to me about hero stuff. I don't think Aster pauses between texts at all. I think they're just relentless.
Yeah, it's a message send, message send, message send.
Full train of thought.
Oh my god, that's me so hard. Oh my god.
maybe we should take them the coloring sheet.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, where is this safe house of yours? I want to triangulate.
You know that Starbucks down the street, like 4 blocks down?
I know I go to the Rhyme and Reason usually.
So right behind the Starbucks, it's a wall. It's like a Starbucks at the end of a building, but there's like an alleyway behind it. In that alleyway, there's like a small door, and when you pull a brick off, there's a keypad.
That?
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a safe house. It's very safe.
Some sort of brick door being texted to Gale as he's listening to this.
Come on, I'll show you. It's really cool. I don't have to be home till like 8. Mom trusts me. Let's go.
Hey. You. You space baby? Question mark.
Hello. What you want, mate?
Do you want to go to the thing?
Are we?
I figure you're part of this by now. You were on that roof too. We all saw the alligator. The instigator, even.
Yeah. You know, I just generally follow Mary Black around, so I guess if she's going over there, then I'll go. But don't you think we should take our other friend the coloring sheet and check on him first?
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out where it is so I can go there first.
Alright.
Well, if we're all ready to go, I can meet you guys there. It's like a 15-minute walk away. We can meet there after school, after the AV club.
Hey, well, whatever we do, we're saying hi to Gale first. Simon, you coming with?
Of course, dude. I've got to check out my new digs.
Obviously. Grab your camera.
Of course. Don't have to fucking tell me, dude, as he's packing up like a whole tripod. And he's packing up way more equipment than he really is ever gonna need.
There's space for it.
How big we talking, actually? Like, as they start to walk out of the school.
As we're walking out of the school, she starts listing things off. Well, there's a bunch of different rooms. Most of them were, once upon a time, interrogation rooms, but they've been refurbished since, we left. All the interrogation equipment has been pulled out, so it's just empty rooms. So you guys can do what you want with those. There's about 5 of those.
Some sort of evil secret base. Coming to visit.
Oh, I like evil secret bases.
So there's like 5 of those. There's a supply closet, which is bigger than my walk-in closet at home. And we can put like our tools, our weapons, our any of our equipment that we might need. It can be like our supply shed. We have a mainframe computer. It's been wiped, so there's no files or anything, so you can start fresh.
Sweet.
But the electricity is off-grid, the water is off-grid, it's from...
this way. No, we're going to Gale's first.
Okay, it's got a water system, it's got an electric system, it's solar-powered, it's... we collect rainwater.
Do you need to drink? Aster, in a brilliant moment of, something has changed about this individual, just sort of now noticing Space Baby's new presentation, there's like a little bit of, are we the same? And goes, I like your fit, by the way. And then continues. They were asking if you need to drink and consume water.
I look at you and I say, I'm Space Baby.
Yeah. Okay. Handshake.
And I do
Do
it
you
very
think
badly
that's-
like this. So I've got 2 fingers clutched in your hand and the others are just like flopping on the top of your hand. And now my arm is wiggling like spaghetti. Because, ow!
I didn't do nothing.
You didn't even tell me your name.
Aster.
Aster?
Yeah.
Alright, like the flower.
Why do you know that of all things?
He watched Crocodile Hunter. He's very big into nature documentaries.
Do they do put Floramancy on there? They like sword and flowers and those little bouquets for the crocodiles.
Well, I also watch Swamp People, and they got flowers on there, too.
Oh, of course, I forgot the swamp people florists.
Yeah, they talk like this.
You arrive at Gail's house.
Yeah, thank you.
Shouldn't
I think Aster is still complaining about swamp
No,
people.
yes, I think that's the case.
This is the whole conversation.
Who opens the door is Granny Shaw, and her large form stands in the doorway. You realize that Simon is immediately starstruck. Completely.
Did Simon bring like a stand-up light?
I'm not open about
Simon has like 4 backpacks on him of equipment.
Mary is immediately uncomfortable as she's face to face with her former hero.
All those backpacks fall off of him simultaneously. He falls to his knees.
Wing fluffs out immediately, trying to block view of him.
Christina Shaw!
So I will say, this as characters, this is the first time we've seen Miss Christina Shaw.
Not me.
Yes. For all of you except for Aster.
What do we see?
What you see is a woman that looks to be around in her 70s. She's definitely much older.
Mm-hmm.
She looks to be around in her 70s. She is large and hulking. She is a good 7 feet tall naturally.
Mm-hmm.
She has very light hair on her like neck and shoulders area.
Nice.
And kind of on one side of her arm and a patch, but it's very, very thin and light.
Age does that.
It's also a little gray with age. She's got a muzzle and she's got bare ears.
Is she fit? When you say large, is she like rotund? Or
No, she is still
stout and about?
pretty stout and about and fit. She doesn't look like she needs a cane, but she uses a cane.
Respect.
With which to hit children?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you mainly look at her. Oh, she's got scars all over her face and down her arms and stuff.
So mighty.
Mighty. She looks like she's seen some battles.
Does she respond particularly to Simon's freak out? Aster is trying to slap their wing over his whole face and probably body, but
She goes, "Oh, hello, is that one gonna be okay?"
like lifts his wing to look at him and then slaps it back.
Don't worry, I've seen this before. Hello, child. I'm Christina Shaw. Ma'am, it is an honor. It is so great to meet you. I think I might be your biggest fan.
Aster is writing down a list of apologies they owe Gale after this. This definitely amounts to more than 3 vending machine I gotchas.
Granny Shaw is shaking his hand that is trembling. And she looks over at you, Aster, and is like, "Were you just trying to introduce your friends?"
No, I'm so sorry, Miss Shaw. I forgot there are people. No, we got some... Aster with what is clearly a hero coloring sheet in hand, flipping it over so it's just a paper. We got some schoolwork for Gale.
Oh, all right.
She
Come on
doing
in.
okay, by the way? Trotting on in.
Oh, just a little under the weather, it happens.
Yeah.
It's starting to turn into pirate, isn't it? Shit.
She's allowed. You say that like that's not a plus.
I know, but it's going a little too
scarred
piratey.
bear grandma with an eye patch and a cool hat.
Yar har har.
That's
No,
not her.
that's not the vibe I'm going for. I'm not going piratey. But I'm trying to catch it. Oh, come on in. She'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
So we all just walking in?
Yeah.
As I walk past Christina Shaw, you notice that Space Baby's eyes don't really leave her. Space Baby is looking kind of amazed.
Aster.
Like really impressed with this presence.
She looks at you warmly.
Aster, in the way of someone like letting someone into their room, even though this is not their room, it is still a space they've been in and they know, is very sternly going like, don't touch anything. There's kids, don't bother them. And like leading the way to Gale's room.
As you all make your way to Gale's room, you can hear Granny Shaw under her breath whispering, "Oh, so many guests, I'll have to make some cookies."
Ooh.
Mary Black just melts. I love cookies.
Is this house set up in kind of typical old lady fashion with lots of knickknacks, bric-a-brac, kitsch kind of stuff? Does she have a figurine collection in a glass cabinet?
Yes, but a lot of it is more memorabilia and trophies of her conquests.
Oh, kind of like
And less just knickknacks and paddywhacks.
Give a dog a bone.
There probably is a bone from a supervillain.
Yes.
On the
There
wall.
is actively a severed arm.
Yeah.
Is it an active
It's
severed
preserved. It is preserved, an active severed arm on some, above a mantle.
Her main piece would be her helmet and twin bearded axes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that's a center, like in a very pristine.
It
Probably
is.
have like special lighting.
on the mantle.
centers.
Yeah.
What do you do when we get to Gail's room?
Aster is still running through the list of I need to keep Simon quiet, I need to keep Simon quiet, I need to keep Simon quiet. He wasn't supposed to learn this.
Yeah,
And just
every trophy Simon walks past, he's pointing it out and naming the battle.
He can't
To be
measure it
filled
is
in
the
later.
thing.
But it's definitely like looking at it and like, that belongs to the shock. That one is the armorer. Look, that arm, the severed arm, that's the severed arm of biometal.
You're getting little ear twitches for each because Aster is listening. They're just in the dungeon internally.
Yeah, Simon is having a full nerd freak out at this moment.
Yeah, just Gale.
Door. What?
Aster is still trying to block view of Simon having his nerd freak out.
What are you
Sorry.
doing here right now?
Simon made these things, coloring sheet that is clearly Gale, and like a what is supposed to be a hero costume. I know, I wanted to give it to you. The Space Baby, that one, said we should fill you in. Miss Mary Black has a, you know Miss Mary Black, like, super villain mom, yeah? You've seen, like, the court stuff? Like, under their breath now.
A little bit.
Yeah, okay. So, apparently she's got, like, a bunch of secret hideout type things, and she's offering one. Do you want to check it out?
I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. I didn't have much plans today. I mean, besides just trying to sit down and figure out what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
You feeling any better?
No.
Yeah.
Still feeling like cold sweats.
Damn.
Just feel like I'm overheating.
Do you have... I mean, well, shit, Miss Mary. I mean, I guess it is spring-ish.
Fresh air might be a good thing for me right now.
You think so?
Yeah. I'll tag along.
Yeah, of course. Then, let's get a move on, huh?
Let me grab shoes.
Yeah.
You get ready while the group waits outside of the room.
Aster is now paying more attention to Simon's freak out.
Mary Black heard something about cookies. Miss Christina Shaw.
Yeah.
So she's immediately going to go to the kitchen and offer some help.
Very cute.
I want to stay with these two.
Yeah. You go down to the kitchen and you see the previous hero, the giant grandma. making cookies, and she has a small child with her. A little boy about the age of 8. He has short brown hair. He has bare ears and just a bare nose, and that's it.
Oh. Hello, Miss Shaw. How are you today?
Oh, hello. And you are?
I'm Miss Mary Black.
Oh, Mary Black. No, probably something else. Would you like to, try the cookie dough?
I would love to. May I also offer you some help while I'm here?
Oh, I think I can manage, dear. As she gives you a big heaping spoonful of cookie dough.
I'm just melting at the amount given to me, and I'm just like, I don't know how to eat raw cookie dough civilizedly.
I don't think there's a way.
I don't think there is a way.
That's the heart of it, bud.
I think the
I like
only
to
way
take
is
a
to...
butter knife and like chip off pieces like.
That's very
Like
similar.
you're whittling.
Yeah, like a cookie dough.
So I'm just gonna take a spoon and just.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you: is this different than the affection you get from your real mom? Is this like more motherly? Okay.
My mom is very, very affectionate.
Cookie dough.
She also just has a
Things
switch.
going on.
She just has her business.
Okay.
She's a very good mother. She's just not a good mother figure.
She's just a little bipolar.
Uh-huh.
I've been trying to play her as a little manic. I think it's becoming off successfully.
Sounds like my real mom.
Just been trying to be a little bit manic when I'm her.
All right. So you're eating the cookie dough.
I'm eating cookies.
Eating the cookie dough, and the little kid next to you goes, "Grandma, I want cookie dough." And he gets a little big spoon too. A little big spoon. Haha.
It's the big
And-
one
and-
with the saucepans.
And the scene fades as you guys eat cookie dough, and Granny, I guess, just bakes cookies in the background. Gail comes out of her room.
The arm that's on the wall. What's it look like? You said it's from like BioShock or something.
From a villain called Biometal. There's a small plaque in front of it that says this was taken on like August 10th of, I don't know, 2058.
Simon, of course, will tell you that the actual battle happened very late in the night on August 9th.
Yes.
I think Space Baby goes over and is just kind of right now. I'm just kind of staring at this thing, reading the plaque, kind of looking at its shape and what it looks like.
I guess we're gonna have to leave a little later than now.
Yeah?
Granny's not gonna let us leave until we've had some.
Right, I forgot about her arena trap.
I was about to say, you hear a door locking in the distance.
Yeah.
Are they done?
No, not yet.
Mary Black whispers, "It's okay. They're peanut butter chocolate cookies."
Why don't you usually let me have chocolate?
Oh.
You can have chocolate.
I imagine that
Unless you want your character to be like allergic to chocolate, you can have fucking chocolate.
I don't care either way. It's funny to me to imagine either way.
Maybe this is the first time Aster has had chocolate and he has to debate with himself if he's allowed to have it or not because he doesn't know.
He's thinking back. He's trying to remember. He's had chocolate before, at least. He's had chocolate before, but I think he had a lot of it really, really fast, so he does not know why he got sick after.
Tummy ache.
That's funny. All right. Yeah. What?
It should be fine.
Should be fine.
What's?
Don't have more than like 2. I mean, she makes them like that big anyway.
Fair side.
Cookie is a pancake.
It's a cookie cake.
It's a cookie. Like you know how it's still considered a cookie when you go out to
You
eat
put some
somewhere.
frosting on that and
they
put like
bring
some
you-
kid's name on that, and that's for somebody's birthday.
No. You know like how that it's still called a cookie when you go out to eat somewhere nice and they bring you a full-on cookie in an iron skillet to the table.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, Miss Mary
It's
Black,
still
you're
considered
familiar
a cookie.
With the big ass cookie.
With the big ass cookies? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, we shouldn't curse around the little The little guys.
The oven timer goes off, and cookies are ready. You all get handed cookies and have the ability to leave now. Thank you.
I did not go in there. And
Sorry, go ahead.
Come here. Sorry.
I didn't go in there when y'all went in there. Instead, as the camera shows you guys walking into the kitchen in the background, Space Baby's reaching up, and say with his left arm, he's touching the biometal arm. And what I want to say is, it kind of looks like his arm is taking on some of the properties of it.
Your arm grays slightly because it's an arm that is being preserved and it's lost some of what it was. It's as you touch it, it feels cold and lifeless.
I kind of like the look of the biometal arm. So my arm is going to kind of take the shape of light and elasticity. One way that I could have this happen is he makes the outline of it in light around Space Baby's arm, and then he grows his flesh to fill in that outline like a template. So whatever that looked like, this arm looks like that.
Interesting.
He's starting a collection. Oh no.
Talk about time.
I'm fine with you. Yeah, right?
That is my left arm too. Yours is left too, isn't it?
Oh. I think what I meant was to say was amalgamation, but they're the same idea to me.
Yeah, basically, they're the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you change your arm and then turn around with Mary Black having like 8 cookies in her arms.
You got me one.
And you guys have...
Thank you.
And the other 2 having their cookies. And you guys leave the house.
Yeah.
And head towards the Starbucks on 4th.
Thank you, Christina Shaw.
Don't say your name. Don't say your name.
Just say my show.
Thank you, Miss Shaw.
I love you, Miss Christina Shaw. Goodbye.
Simon, you have your bags? I noticed you dropped them on the doorstep.
Oh shit, those lenses are expensive. They'll be fine.
Aster has grabbed Simon, I think, in some way and is apologizing profusely, quietly to Gale over his head. I'm sorry.
We just need to make sure the word doesn't
He's not
spread.
saying shit. He's not saying shit. Are you, Simon?
My lips are sealed.
And that's
But
what we
these
expect
lenses
from
aren't.
Yeah.
Did you finally get the camera out and start taking pictures?
He tries to turn around and take a quick shot before the door closes, but the door is already closed before he can take the shot.
He gets a beautiful view of Aster's primary feathers.
Yeah.
Well, as we're walking, I am going to be continuing to describe what you guys see, but it's more just the same. But as we will get to Starbucks, she makes a abrupt left turn towards the back of the store, past the dumpsters, and then makes another right turn behind the building. And about halfway along the building behind the Starbucks, there is a single sheet metal door, but it kind of blends in because there's a door for the building, and then there's a door for Starbucks to go into the building. So it kind of just looks like another door for the building.
Aster's peering over, trying to puzzle this out.
Simon goes, he looks around, he crosses his arm, he goes, off the street parking? Free garbage service? This place is looking pretty tight.
A little whack over his head, but gently falling. You don't even have a car, man.
I'll get one.
How long are you
Eventually.
supposed to get one?
Shut up, dude. I'll get one eventually.
She waits until everyone's paying attention. She's like, now if we're going to be using the safe room, I need you guys to know how to get in. We can change the passcode later.
I wonder if we'd be able to get individual passcodes.
We can. It is a sign-in feature that my mom installed when I was little. She reaches up to the door about 7 bricks up from the floor and 3 bricks away from the door. She presses in a brick and it pops open. It was metal. It was fake. And it just swings open like a door, and there's a little keypad behind it.
Can I see that thing? Hefting it like it's an actual brick, tapping against it to see
if it's... door. It's a door. It's attached to the wall. It's a hinge. It opens up.
Aster does not realize this. I'm deciding. Aster does not realize this and does try and tear it off for a second.
So how do we do this thing? We have to make our code?
We can, but we do that downstairs in the actual safe house.
All right, then.
Okay, bring us in.
She types in the code. For those of you who are watching intently, it is 14476. And then there's like a clanking sound where the locks are unlocking, and then the door swings in backwards.
So a door slides open in front of you, and you hop in. Pressing a button to go down, there's only one button. It goes down to the main floor of your new hideout. Simon is the first one to step out. He's looking around.
Immediately, you're just hit with a giant room with about 14 monitors lining the front.
Nice. An open floor plan. 3 bedrooms. 2 bathrooms. There's no window access. Not great ventilation.
I think he's been trying to get into, like, interior design.
This feels more like he's trying to be some sort of realtor.
How much is square footage on this bad boy?
I'm
I
not
think
quite
you might be
familiar
right
with the layout. I just
Scary
know where
stuff.
everything is.
This looks like a 2200. This is pretty nice.
I don't trust realtors.
Neither do I.
Well, here
He's
is
like
the
a-
main computer.
He might
course-
not be harmless.
Of course, this is where you will spend most of your time. It's your main computer. Over here, down this hall, we have 4 bedrooms. And then there's 1 bathroom for all of us to share. So just be mindful of your time in there.
4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Simons, what's the optics on that?
Like 5 minutes each in the bathroom.
It's a little depressing. I'm a little ashamed.
There's 1 more. There's 2 bathrooms in this building.
Okay, cool. I get my own. That's all that's important. As long as I get the master bath.
It is in the master,
Yeah,
because down that hallway
From
there's a
second
lab,
semester.
and then a master bath,
Wonderful.
and then a master bathroom with a shower, a bathtub, a sauna, and a walk-in closet.
Well, Mary, you got one of those big wall screens that looks like nature or something, so it feels like you're looking outside.
We can put one in.
Oh. You know, this would be real good for screening stuff.
Yeah, this might be pretty good. It might be pretty good. Well, it seemed to be getting that time as he starts trying to usher you all out of the base.
What time, Simon?
Aster is standing very firmly, if only to rub it in his face that Aster is physically bigger than him.
he tries pushing you a couple times. He goes, well...
I feel like we should reset the code so that way people can't get in. My mom knows the code to this place.
Oh, don't worry. I saw you enter the code.
Oh, no, I know. Everyone saw us enter the code. Everyone saw me enter the code, but my mom also knows the code. We don't want her dropping in.
Oh, I was going to change it immediately.
Okay, don't you want to let us know what the code is so we know?
Yeah, I'll text it to you guys. Don't worry about it. Can you guys get out? I want to look at this
Are you
place.
still trying to push this out?
Yes, actively. He is trying to
She's
actively
like
push.
flapping their one wing a little to hold on against it.
Mary is very like nicely walking out as he asks, and she's like, "By the way, the first bedroom with the chemical paint, with the painted walls and the chemicals symbols on it, that one's mine. Please don't go in it."
Yeah, I think if not stopped, Aster might lean into like a physical tussle because he's just having fun at this point.
What I'm doing is I'm stretching my arm out, like stretching it out, and I'm pushing him away, like on the forehead.
If I might ask, what are you gonna do when we're gone?
Hey, Mary, I don't think
Shouldn't
he,
be asked that.
I don't think we should. I don't think we want to know.
Mary, I think we ought to go ahead and reprogram that code first before we leave.
I think Aster reaches for the same punchline and immediately feels the consequences of their actions as they look over to you saying something very similar.
Simon looks a little dejected and it's like, I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm not... That's really rude of you to all think that about me. Okay.
Especially since there's 2 codes. There's a master code.
He's wanting
and
to
there's my code.
redecorate.
Oh yeah, get some.
What's your master code?
I'm not telling you what master code's not.
Get
have
some
the master code.
interface
No, you
posters
do
on
not
the
have the
wall.
master code.
This is really rude. I feel like I'm being threatened right now.
You know, Space Baby
This
was
is
born
my
this
space.
month, but it wasn't yesterday.
Sorry.
This
about
is
that,
my
Gail.
space, Simon.
You're going to have to accept that we
I
all
know.
share space, Simon.
This
Simon.
is
I got it.
very rude
I got it.
of you guys to tempt me like this,
I mean,
to let me have this stream and then rip it from me so
You can
violently.
have-
Wait, hold
The
on. I
safe
wasn't
house, you
listening.
Simon,
why
you can't...
are you living here? That's why there's a master
I don't need to live here.
Hey,
I
don't-
have a
yeah.
house.
You do. If you live here, then your mom's gonna talk to me, and I don't know how to talk to her.
Don't worry about it, dude. I can handle my mom.
I know you can handle your mom. I don't know how to handle your mom. If she starts going like, "Where's Simon?" You know?
No, I'll handle that. I don't need to live here. But I need access, and I need the main code, so I can then change things to my need.
Okay.
Well, let us know if you choose a different paint color.
But, hey.
Space Baby's like, hey,
I get
huddle up.
full reign of the design. Thank you.
Mary, I'm just saying, if I walk into this room and I see it in full painted maroon red, I'm not going to be very happy, and I'm probably going to kick you out.
Oh,
Hey, huddle up. Guys, huddle up. Come here. Huddle.
Simon joins the huddle.
Space Baby pushes Simon away.
He ducks your push and joins anyway.
Okay, can I roll to wrap my arm around his eyes so he can't see?
I mean,
Or does that just happen?
it just happens. It's one of those things.
Sorry, not his eyes so he can't see, but his ears so he can't hear.
Yeah, that just happens.
Okay, cool. I say, guys, you know he's going to change the code and lock us out, right?
No,
I wasn't gonna.
he wasn't gonna.
Oh, because he say so, yeah? Yeah,
Because
of course
I
he
know
say
the
so.
guy. I don't know you.
Space Baby just knows that anytime you give somebody exclusive access to a space they covet, they're going to take it.
Who said exclusive?
He did. He's wanting to change the code.
This place is pretty exclusive.
Simon,
Yes?
look at me.
Yeah.
I known you the last 3 years. Yeah?
I love you, dude. Yeah.
I love you, dude. Aster says this and then gets like visibly shy.
Do you blush a little bit?
I mean, they have fur. It'd be hard to tell the other way.
Okay.
But they have immediately remembered they're like surrounded by people and charge on. You're not locking us out of the place.
No.
Obviously.
I'll send you the code.
Tell us the code while we're here, okay?
Space Baby's
I
laughing in
haven't
character.
decided what it's gonna be yet.
Well,
He's
then.
gonna make a musical code.
Hey,
I'm
stop
gonna
taking my ideas, dude. Shit.
I'm just gonna, and then she starts walking over to the computer. She very quickly types in a 18-digit code.
Oh, I thought it was 5.
No, the entrance is 5.
Okay.
The master code is 18 digits long. It's like a credit
Okay.
card information.
Simon is peering over your shoulder very intently.
She's too quick with it.
I almost want to see if that, like, I want to see what the dice would say.
Could we contest that?
You can just do it a story if you want, but I'm
No,
not.
I'm okay with dice being more involved in the game because, of course, Masks the game doesn't want you doing this unless it's a thing you don't know you can do. But I'm a D&D guy and I like dice.
What would you say that is then?
So this is going to be anytime I'm going to have you roll something in this game, I am going to still have you roll 2d6. You just have to remember that in this game, anytime you're rolling 2d6, 10 and up, you control the story. 7 to 9, I give you an ultimatum or something or a version of what you want. It's close to what you want, but it's not the exactly what you want. And below 7 is going to be something bad happens.
Would that be defend, maybe?
No. I'm not going to list it as any of those
So
rolls.
below 7
Oh,
is
okay.
now.
Because this is typing something on the computer and seeing someone sees it.
That is a 7 exactly.
Do you have any pluses?
Huh?
I will let you add plus mundane, since this is an extremely mundane action.
She's really good at
That is
typing.
an 8.
An 8. By the way, your question earlier, do we have any team? I'm pretty sure you guys have one.
We had one from last session, and it says on the start of each new one, add another one.
It would.
That is true.
Does the one from last session carry over?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So currently, you are at two team.
It wouldn't do anything because I'm at 8. I'd have to get a 10 for it to go my way. Exactly.
You are correct.
But 8 is like maybe a compromise thing, right?
Eight is
7 and
8 is a compromiser, or you get a piece of what you want, but not the whole thing. And what happens is Simon sees the first 9 digits of your 18-digit code before you notice, so he has half of it.
Yeah.
He has a start.
It's a start.
Ooh.
This, yeah, this will be an interesting story beat, like, because will he get the code, and if he does, what will he do?
There's only how many thousand
left for him to.
This is exactly the kind of thing that character would obsess over.
Exactly.
You've given him a fun puzzle and toy.
We'll get like
He,
to the.
he knows the.
He's gonna stay here
ratios.
all night, and he's just gonna be cranking out them digits.
Don't
But
phrase
every
it that
single
way.
every single time he fails, the code, my mother gets a ping.
Oh. Oh.
I don't know.
Failed.
But we still get to pick our own 5-digit door code, right?
Yeah. If you want to do that now.
I know what I want mine to be.
That's what she's setting up. She's setting up the code matrix. So she has her code, which is saved, and then she adds 4 more for Simon, SB, Aster, and Gale.
All right. Do we want to actually like pick out codes or?
That sounds like a lot of unnecessary work.
Oh, Space Baby knows.
It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Space Baby knows what he wants his code to be. One time, I was at the Coliseum, the 6v6 ball Coliseum.
You can call it Overwatch Ball. I called it Overwatch Ball earlier. Because it's a
That
hero
is easier
shooter.
to say. Ah! Love it.
You're the one that came up with it, Jackass. What are you talking about?
No, the hero shooter. I thought that was a joke or like a pun reference because it's a
It is.
game.
It is. That is the joke. I thought that was the joke you were making when you made it. Was that not the joke you were making when you made it?
No, I was just 6v6 shooter is generic Overwatch.
Oh. I thought you were absolutely making a hero shooter joke in our hero game.
I'm so lost right now, but it's
Well, I'm okay. I'm cool. I mean, I was okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Whatever.
I may be missing the joke, but yeah, no, that was not the intention. Anyway, I saw a calculator and it had 58008, and Space Baby always remembers that now. It's his favorite number. Can that be his code?
Boobs. Great code, dude.
Oh. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
It
looks like the word boobs.
What's boobs?
Breasts.
Homie, I see how you can change your form. Look upside down.
Oh!
Yeah, those actually.
Yeah, those, but turn your head upside down.
These-
Don't ask him to do that, he can.
Oh.
That was the point.
Oh god. Visually, it gets a little horrible because his head stays still, but his face rearranges itself on its head. And he's looking at it like that. He's like, oh, it looks the same.
This dude's freaky. That's awesome.
Aster like crosses itself really quietly.
I
You
also
sound like
recommend
Catholic.
What, dude? We're in the privacy of a villain's secret base. I don't think anyone's watching.
You do see Aster visibly perk up at the word villain.
Well, there is
cool in this
CCTV
place.
cameras right there, so we do have surveillance. But there's also one on the outside of the building. But it only this compound can see it.
Exactly. CC closed circuit. Only this place can see it. We're good. We're good, baby. We're good.
We have
Is that
so
what
in other
Simon
words,
says?
we have surveillance and security.
If you guys can't tell, Simon is a bit of a weirdo.
He is weird. Yeah.
He's like that character from 90s movies where they had the white guy trying to act black or something.
Yes.
And he was super exaggerated.
It's a loser kid trying to act cool. Yes. That is Simon.
Mm-hmm.
So after we're done putting in our
That's
codes,
That's right, we're friends, dude.
We are.
after we're done putting
Don't
in our
forget that.
codes,
Don't
if you guys
embarrass
want
me.
to pick out your rooms, you're more than welcome to. You guys are more than welcome to pick out your rooms if you want to, like where you can go to, like put your equipment.
Oh.
When we get our costumes, we can put them in our room. It can be like our changing rooms, our locker rooms, if you would.
I'm gonna need to get like an IKEA desk in there for my schematics. But yeah, I guess.
After everyone's put in their codes, she goes onto the computer and then she finishes things out and she logs out. But there's another login. There's another account on the computer, and it just says Simon, and it's in one of those Windows pictures of a chameleon.
You have made him his own account.
Yeah, it doesn't have any.
It does have admin
It
privileges.
doesn't have admin privileges, but it's wired in.
Hi, Mom. I got you a weird bad acquaintance.
I was about to say, thank you, Mommy.
You can't be saying that, man.
It was a joke. I'm not gonna actually call her that. That's weird.
If you see that woman and you say anything like that, I'm going into witness protection, and you're not going to be the one looking out for you.
Are you referring to Aerosol and saying that? Or are you referring to Mary Black and saying that?
Aster has assumed that Simon is talking about aerosol because that thought is so evil it does not even occur to them.
It's at this point that people start shipping both Simon with Aerosol and Mary Black.
Well,
It's message to all listeners.
I was about to say, if we're talking about Arsol, Simon goes, "You're gonna have to stop me from calling her mommy, because goddamn."
He's not wrong.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Aster, he's welcome to have that opinion because that's what she's going for, really.
Exactly.
If
they're going for it, it's allowed.
That's what she's going for.
That explains the bathing suit costume.
I'm sorry?
Like how superheroes and supervillains in comics sometimes are dressed in...
Parts.
Unnecessarily skimpy.
Yeah, like Scarlet Witch in the comics.
Definitely isn't because it's written by a dude who's being just a little gross.
Yeah.
Oh, like Wonder Woman.
Well.
But, yeah. After this is done, we can go pick out our rooms again. Mine at the far end with the chemical symbol on the wall. That's mine. And there are 3 other rooms that you guys are free to pick from.
Aster is... I'm so sorry. I don't... Aster is immediately plotting. Oh, I want to get in there. I want to see if there's a diary.
Oh, no. The diary's in my home. The diary is at home.
What? Don't worry about that. Yeah, okay. Gail? You want to...
I can take whatever's left.
There's beds
Yeah,
in
okay.
there, so if you just want to lay down, we
Alright.
can chill.
Yeah, how are you doing?
It's still, overall, I feel like I'm overheating.
You know, guys, we have been through a lot today ever since the fair yesterday and then going to school today. And
The
then
expression was right, though. A grimace, it is necessitated to say that word.
Necessitated, gotcha. Maybe we should each just take a moment and reflect and kind of have some time to our thoughts. I know you did earlier, but we've been busy ever since.
Yeah, why don't we all head home and then we can reconvene here after school tomorrow.
Yeah, let's head home. That sounds like a great idea. I'm
Simon.
not good.
Hey, Simon.
Yes, Simon.
I
Head home.
just
Don't
have
worry about it.
something to handle here real quick, guys.
Yeah,
Simon.
Okay.
Let's get a move on, huh?
You
Space
know,
Baby?
just a few more things to
Also,
unpack
Space
real
Baby-
quick.
Does real quick mean
Space-
leaving at 3 a.m. or not leaving?
Oh.
Not leaving until you
Space
have to
Baby.
leave till school tomorrow.
I stayed up all night last night. I think I need some sleep, but not yet.
And Speed, I know that
Burning the
you,
candle at both ends, Simon.
well, I don't actually know. Do you have a
You
home?
can sleep when he's dead.
Speed?
That's
Right,
not
I do. I live in the
true.
Coliseum for the Overwatch ball.
Do you have like a bed?
Yeah.
Do you have like a
Yeah, I live in the Coliseum.
SB, come with me real quick, and she leads him.
Okay.
She leads him down the hallway. She leads him down, and she stops at the second to last door, right across from the bathroom, and she goes, "Well, if you ever get tired of the Coliseum and it's making too much noise during the games, you're more than welcome to crash here. There's a bed, there's a TV, and you could bring all of your TV shows with you." So now it's
Sounds like a cracker idea. Thanks, Mary. And I lean in to give her a warm hug and then kind of like head bump.
I smile, and then I'm like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go home, and I have to make sure Simon also leaves."
Simon stands in the middle of the room with his arms crossed, going, "I'm not leaving. I finally found where I belong, and I'm not leaving.
Simon, you can come back tomorrow.
I'm gonna stay here all the time. I'm not leaving.
Miss
This
Mary
is my
Black,
new
Miss Mary
hovel."
Black, let me handle this, okay?
All right,
You
Aster.
can't make me.
I trust you I trust you enough.
Okay, I
And
was
then
gonna
she-
say.
and then she gets on, and then she gets in the elevator, and she's like,
We don't want to be.
"Remember, guys."
We don't want to be.
Actually,
the,
she looks directly at
missing
Simon,
person.
and she goes, "Remember, Simon. If you try the code and it's wrong, my mom gets pinged, and she will be here."
Is that for the computer or the door?
That's for the computer.
Okay.
Good to know.
So it's
Don't
first.
say it like
Wow,
that.
chicka wow wow, guys.
Okay, no.
I kind of just like hang my head, shake my head, and I say, The master bedroom is a king-size bed, and she presses the door, and she presses it.
And that's the last thing you
That's
think
the
after
last
says
thing I
that.
say before I'm gone.
So you're encouraging it?
Permission granted.
Aster is at this point fully. Aster was trying to give him a little way to sneak back in. Aster has fully grabbed him and is trying to bring him with him now.
He has a excited look on his face as you are dragging him actively.
Is he trying to reach for the pin?
No, at this point he's a little too lost in thought.
And getting hard for him to walk.
And that's where we're going to take a
Say
break.
this.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello, everybody. It's your mid-roll master, Adam, here with some announcements. I'm going to try to keep this to a weekly upload schedule. We're going to try to post on Thursdays, but we may miss some weeks. You know, life happens, and we aren't perfect over here on the struggle bus. And I want to thank you all for making it this far in the episode. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications, and all those internet things I have to say to build engagement. All of our links will be in the description, and let's get back to the episode, guys. Yeah!
Okay. We're going to pick back up.
You all left your new facility, your new digs, your
Our
Simon's hidden base.
He
Sure.
doesn't get to have his name on the front.
But look, wouldn't the neon sign be so cool right here?
Goes.
Come on, Aster.
You have to no.
Anyway,
Simon,
shut.
okay, you put it aside.
It has been 2 weeks since this day. Over the 2 weeks, what happens? Do you have any special scenes? Do you have anything specific coming together over this 2-week break while Simon gets his new dig set up? And I'm sure you can all have scenes if you want in any form or fashion during this. Like, I want little scenes.
I'm thinking of what Space Baby would do.
He's got some new digs too.
I think it's more about the school. Like him going to school every day. Always as the same person. So, you know, he's starting to meet.
Does he have a new name? Does he go by anything specific now? Sorry.
I have to think about that.
I kind of really like the idea that you've just kind of taken over for a person that's been absent all these days.
Actually, I was going to run an idea by you about that. What if I noticed that there was, after I got a little bit of knowledge, I think I'm like super good. What if I noticed there was a teacher that had to leave for maternity or something, and I take over the appearance of the teacher of that class?
That might be a second year thing.
That is hilarious. Let's make that a second year kind of thing. Like a maybe this happens eventually and I make a funny, goofy thing out of it. But
Space
like,
Baby graduates from teacher from student to teacher.
He never leaves the school.
so for now, do you want it to be like a kid is just absent and you heard a name being called and no one answered, and so you said, "That's me."
Adriana Campbell. Adriana Campbell.
Well, no, I think it's just that
Soup.
Space Baby leans into the girl thing, and he's just like, "Hey, girl, what's up, girl? How you doing? Oh, I'm good. Look at these nails, girl. Oh, those are so good, girl." So no one ever actually says anybody's name.
Space Baby getting
So you're just
really
auditing a
calling
bunch of
people
classes.
girl is really good, actually.
That is also funny. It calls definitely everybody girl, kind of like Simon calls everyone dude.
Dude, girl, girl, dude.
There's cinematic parallels.
Oh God, we have to do that at some point.
Sounds great, dude. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you attend classes over these 2 weeks. You watch people around you and you start interacting with society in a way that you haven't done previously. Do you end up like making friends or anything? Do you want to roll on that? Do you want to roll a mundane?
One thing I will say is that, like, in the evenings at night, I usually do, like, kind of do the rainbow fly around the city thing, and just kind of explore the area, and, you know, maybe if there's a cat in a tree, I'm like, help get it out or something. Yeah, I can absolutely roll. What would that be?
2d6 plus mundane.
Oh, just a general roll, not anything.
I don't think you have a move called Be a Human.
I have not from around here, which
Deep, man.
I'll read it. It may not actually apply.
Be a human.
What does it mean to be a human?
When you act clueless, goofy, or confused to get out of a sticky, mundane situation, roll plus freak. On a hit, you create an opportunity, a distraction, or a plausible excuse.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call it that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just roll plus
Yeah.
mundane.
Absolutely. Roll a plus mundane. because you're trying to be a normal person and experience normal humanity.
I got a -2 to my thing.
You're not quite there yet.
Okay, so I got a 3.
3 total?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a 3 on my Bashaba die.
And the other one was a 2, so it was -2. So yeah, the Bashaba did me in.
Yeah.
Anywho.
As you're going around school trying to be a person and trying to experience social situations in life, let's say you just get in the crosshairs of Chaz Thickley.
Oh, that track's so good.
Yeah.
There's a girl.
Yeah, it's like he has no idea who you previously were. He doesn't know you're the person he called Booger.
Yeah, I bet that he probably tried to flirt with Space Baby, and Space Baby turning down in a way that he considered very embarrassing and emasculating.
I mean, with a 3, I don't know.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if it goes that way too much. I feel like it would go that way on a 7 to 10 a situation that goes kind of your way.
That's not a good thing either way.
I mean, one, you have power of the situation. The other way, you don't have power of the situation. Yeah. So you encounter Chaz Thickley, and he looks at you, and he kind of quizzically is like, "Who are you supposed to be? I've not seen you around here. Who are you?"
Girl, what do you mean you ain't seen me? We have history class together.
He looks down at himself. He looks back at you. He looks down at himself. He looks back at you. He goes, "Are you calling me gay, dude?"
Girl, we know how you are. You're not gay. You just like soft things.
Hold on. Bros, come here.
What's up, Chaz?
It's time to fucking lay this shit down.
Oh, Leonard, come here.
Listen, dude. Your fucking hair is trash. You fucking split ends all goddamn day. So, listen to this. Your fucking outfit is horrible. What the fuck are you even doing? Just displaying yourself like this. It's awful.
Someone needs to call, like, animal control.
I really love this running commentary that he is definitely gay. And, like, he just,
Wait,
you just can't admit.
actively homophobic in the game.
I know. I'm not playing this in a homophobic way, but at the same time, this situation is real.
Yes.
I want to play a real situation in a comedic
for
way.
sure. I misread badly. Go on.
You say the nicest things. Thank you.
What the fuck is wrong with
Well,
you?
you just told me all these compliments. Like you definitely checking out my hair and my outfit. I didn't know you cared so much, Chaz. Listen, Chaz, it's just it's not gonna work, buddy. I'm sorry.
You're fucking weird, dude, and I'm gonna let everyone know.
Oh,
Chaz, you shouldn't.
And he turns around and flips his hair
perfectly synchronized flips across the team, I believe.
across the whole team. This has been rehearsed.
It's like a curtain of hair happening right in
Is
your
it
face.
that Chaz does it and then they all do it and you just run after him?
It is a wave that looks like it's one big hair flip because they're all waving it so simultaneously.
Standing in a gradient. Of hair
Yes.
It creates a breeze.
Yes. An active breeze as they walk away.
Do you get smacked in the face a little with some of the hair?
You definitely get hit by the wind pressure. A little.
It's designer conditioner.
I was about to say. The smell of ocean breeze in the air as you turn around to face your day with the possibility now that Chaz is spreading rumors about you.
The smell of an Old Spice commercial gone horribly wrong.
What are you doing, Miss Mary Black? I know you said a little something.
I'm really glad that I managed to make you pick that up, by the way.
Well, I'm going.
What are we referring to in that?
Miss Mary Black,
Oh.
which is what Aster
Yes,
insists on calling her.
I am absolutely picking that up because of you, Miss Mary Black.
So, my weeks are pretty normal. On the account of I do attend AV Club at the end of every school day, and then afterwards, I am going to be heading with Simon to the hideout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stay long. I just go and see the renovations he's doing and make little small comments. Not for him to change it, but like compliments. And then after I look everything over, I wave to him and I tell him goodbye, and that I'll see him at AV Club tomorrow.
Is Simon redecorating?
Yes, there is posters showing up constantly of like different heroes and villains.
Probably like a suit on a mannequin over in the corner.
He has brought over his shelf of minifigures. So there is now like along the line of the keyboards for the monitors, it's an entire line of his minifigures.
There's like
He has his
amiibos
own
in there.
bathroom.
That's a collector's piece, thank you. That needs to be on display.
Seriously.
Jeez. Uncultured. This is why we need the history thing, because you guys are uncultured.
Excuse me.
She also viably. I also I may have blanked on getting my permission slip signed, so that is something I can very hastily do the night before. Let's do.
If you want help getting it forged.
Oh, my mother doesn't mind me going. In fact, she gives me spending money for the gift shop afterwards.
So is she just not able to sign anything?
No, I forget.
Okay.
Which is very uncommon for me. Normally I'm really good at that stuff, but there was a lot on my mind this week.
Do you want a scene or anything with that?
Sure, if you like.
What kind of scene? Because you also said you wanted something with you telling your mom about the...
Well, we could do one about the 1 week prior to us starting back up, where I compliment on his renovations, and then I could go home and then talk to my mom about it.
Let's just do the mom conversation.
Do you want to hear from your mom?
You could also, if you wanted to, do a scene with whoever you would have turned the slip into.
Would be my mom.
No, the person you would have turned the slip into after it was signed.
Oh,
Mr.
it would-
Gypsum.
Mr. Gypsum. We could do my mom.
All right.
I do like whenever she's on screen really bad.
I wonder if Simon will come up in the conversation. Oh wait, are you talking to your mom at the hideout?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
At the current hideout we're living in.
Okay.
Simon's living in?
No.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
You... One day over this week, you show up at home, and your mom is over in the kitchen making tacos. Browning some beef.
Home, Mom.
Oh, welcome home, honey. How was your day?
It was good, productive. I just remembered that I have a permission slip that I need to sign.
Where are you guys going?
We're going to the History Museum.
Oh, good. It's important to learn about history. The mistakes of the past are so important to learn from.
I'm going to slide the permission slip out of my backpack and onto the counter for her to sign later. And I'm going to sit at the counter and I'm going to say, also, I have something I want to talk to you about.
She turns around from what she was doing,
Kiss the cook apron on.
kissed the cook apron on. She kind of dusts off a little bit, wipes her hand on a rag. She goes, what is it, honey?
So I was wondering if it would be at all upsetting if I made use of one of our previous hideouts. Like, changed the codes and everything so that way they were different and people couldn't get in.
Why do you need to use a previous hideout?
Well, because me and my friends are starting this club and we wanted to do it off of school campus and we didn't want anybody else knowing because there's some kids who don't really like being seen with other people and, you know, the cool kid crowd hanging out with the nerdy crowd. And so we wanted a place where we could go where no one would see us. Especially the police and the knights. That kind of club.
Roll me a... What the hell is it called?
Persuasion.
What is persuasion in this game? A provoke someone.
Please.
Roll me a provoke someone. Because there's a lot of ways I could respond to this. I need to provoke someone. So roll plus superior.
Oh, that is a 5.
5 total?
Yeah.
Oh ho ho ho.
Yeah, it's not looking good for me.
Your mom narrows her eyes at you and looks down and she says, "What are you doing? Why do you need this? You obviously something about the cops. What are you doing?" What did you get into?
I didn't get into anything
Yet.
Okay, I'll be honest with you here. I'll be straight with you. Because I know you value honesty from me. We're thinking about becoming vigilantes.
Her face gets a little red as she goes, do you know how dangerous it is to be a vigilante, young lady? Do you not understand the kind of world that this is? It is dangerous out there.
Is it being a villain also just as dangerous, Mom? You almost...
Young lady, I am not you and you are not me. I brought you into this world and I get to choose whether or not you get to be safe or not when you're growing up. This is the last I want to hear about this vigilantism nonsense. No, you cannot have access to one of these labs. And now go to your room. And I don't want to see you come out of there if it's not for school for a week.
Yes, Mom.
So you're now grounded for the next week.
You have the grounded status effects.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to go and I'm going to text Dad.
Oh, you're texting your dad.
Mom said I couldn't do this, but I really want to. Is that what you're texting?
Mom says I'm grounded because I wanted to use my power. Because I wanted to use my chemistry for good.
Is that what you're actually texting?
Because I'm not... Yeah, that's actually what I'm texting him. Mom said I'm grounded because I want to use my chemistry knowledge for good. A little white lie.
You are actually texting this to your father?
Yes.
Can you roll me a provoke someone? And please tell me what you want out of this.
Are you sure? Because I have a silent move called a white lie.
Ooh, let me read that. You did not pick it, so you can't use it. Also, it doesn't super apply to this situation.
So I'll use provokes on.
Yeah. So what do you want out of the situation? Because that is a part of provoke someone. You got to tell me what you want out of it. I knew what you wanted out of the last one. That's why I didn't ask.
I just want to be able to use a lab, even if Mom doesn't approve of the vigilantism. I just want to be able to use a lab.
Do you think your dad could get you access to one?
Yeah, are you trying to get your dad to get you ungrounded?
Yep. This is what I'm asking. It's
Yeah,
what are you
actually-
trying to do out of this?
Ungrounded.
You want your dad to try to fight for you and get you ungrounded?
Mm-hmm.
Roll them bones.
It's unless you got +3 on something.
No. I have a +1 on Saber.
What was your roll?
5.
Say it for everyone to hear.
5.
There you go.
I'm getting different dice. These ones hate me.
I have a whole tray of them right there.
Yours hate me too.
Yeah, might hate everyone. Welcome to my dice.
Oh, they take after you?
Yes, they do. They learn well. Okay. So what happens a few minutes after you text your dad this? Your dad acts on it. And you hear from the basement, "Young lady, your dad won't save you from this. That's another week."
Mom!
So now you're grounded for 2 weeks.
I'm still 100% going to be into the hideout afterwards. I never told her which one.
No, you didn't.
I was just
You
told her I
didn't.
was going to a hideout.
You did say that she would get alert if
Yes,
That's
you
if
also
Simon
did say
failed.
that. Yes, and you gave me reason to have him fail, though.
he had,
Things are connecting wonderfully.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Beautiful.
So, Miss Mary Black, you are now
Grounded.
grounded for
Turbo
2
grounded.
weeks for your actions tonight. We are going to hop over to Gale.
I feel like Gail, she had attended school at first, took 1 day, sick day, came back, still wasn't feeling too great.
That heat is definitely not going away. That warmth, but you're not feeling sick necessarily anymore from it. Now it just feels like you've been in the hot sun all day,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like welling up.
I've been wearing lighter clothing than I have
You
been.
got sweaty back real bad.
Quit wearing my hoodie.
An angel loses its wings.
But, other than just keeping up with regular everyday, I don't think she's doing anything major right now.
What's her everyday look like? That's fair. That's fair.
He's just going through stuff. Or she's just going through stuff.
If you want a scene, let me know what kind of scene. But if you're good, we can continue on.
I'm good.
We're good. Let's continue on. Aster, what are you kind of doing over this break? Not break. Absolutely not a break. You're going to school. It's just 2 weeks.
I'm sort of going to school with the amount of time I'm actually in the class.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm in a normal amount of class, but, you know, there's something to skipping that you just can't get elsewhere. It's mostly the school roof. I like laying up there. Great for sunning.
How do you feel about Miss Mary Black attending your
He's
AV?
full-on jealous. He's full-on, like, cat with another cat in the house that it doesn't know and now has to share space with. Now has to share his guy with, and also his hobby that he's kind of cagey about.
I want to say that during this time, Simon gets possessive over you and doesn't want other people talking to you. So, like, there are times that you may try to talk to each other, and Simon's butting in like, oh, hey, Jude, can I see you over here?
Oh, yeah, Simon.
So there are some times that he's butting in and making himself like maybe if you're in the middle of a conversation, he'll come over and just put his arm around you like, hey, I'm here. I exist.
Aster doesn't know what to do with it.
I feel like there's a little bit of a jealous friend situation here going on.
It delights me that this is two-sided, and I don't know if either realizes it is true on the other account.
Yeah.
No, these 2 weeks for Aster, it's mostly the same, but they've got an idea now that they hadn't before, or not an actualized one. The promise of this, of vigilantism, of getting to do something with themselves in this way, getting to use their powers, kind of sings to them. They kind of like it. They're kind of coming around to it more as time goes on. So they'll be like in class or on the roof daydreaming about looking really cool doing something, about like putting on a show in some way, making someone look foolish because they beat them so well in combat. And like it lasts around home. Like maybe his brother starts getting onto him about like, hey, you really should be getting a part-time job or something. And Aster is waving him off with more verve than before because in their head they're going, well, I have something to do. Yeah, it's a lot of that. I think probably more like maybe going up fire escapes around town, finding ways to get places.
Do you want that kind of scene with your brother?
We super could. Yeah, I'm happy to. So yeah, Aster's like getting in late. They've been wandering. They like wandering.
Yeah, you come in late one night. Your granny's already gone to bed. And Tommy,
yeah.
Tommy is standing in the kitchen making something. He's home late too. He's still in his suit with a briefcase next to him on the table. I know we haven't really discussed this, but my thought process is he's going to law school.
Yeah, okay. I think he might have horns in some way, but if you have an idea, then go with that.
No, I don't really have any idea when it goes to that. Antelope features?
Yeah, like antelope, deer, something like that. At least for the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see your brother standing in the kitchen.
Yeah, Aster gets in, they're like stretching out their wings, popping their back. They feel good, they feel accomplished, they feel like they're getting away with their little scheme and just wandering around and figuring more out about the town. Whatever. And then their brother is there, and almost like it is obligatory, they sort of slouch.
And they turn around and you see his face, and he's got like a short hair. He looks real done up, real spick and span kind of guy.
He's got this
he's got twisted antelope antlers.
Nice.
He has got some spots running down his face that are like a dark brown red color.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he goes, "Oh, hey, Aster. What's going on?
Hey,
You found a part-time job yet?"
Yeah. No, I think I'll leave all that to you, huh? Seems like you've got it real good.
Oh, Aster.
Oh,
Come on, you should
Tommy.
be thinking about life right now, kid.
Okay.
It's about time. Start growing up, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Right, into one of those cookie cutter molds like you're using?
Yes, Aster. To an adult. I mean, you can run around and keep doing kid stuff.
Kid stuff.
Just playing around with your little videos and running around and wherever you run to.
Piss right off. You think your office is any better?
Alright.
Sitting by a desk all day? Yeah, you're making a big change in the world. You're really bringing this family somewhere, aren't you?
So far, it's more than what you're doing. As
You
he takes
don't fucking
whatever.
know what I'm doing.
He takes his food and he starts walking away and he goes, "Yeah, good night, kid. Sleep well."
Kid. Yeah, you sleep well too, huh? Dream all black and white for me, won't ya? Maybe if you're real lucky, there'll be some funnies in the newspaper for ya.
He does not respond as he walks upstairs.
Aster does get, visibly more irritated by this, because they feel like they've lost.
Alright, so we've all had scenes. What about Simon?
Yeah, what's Simon's theme?
Does Simon get to meet Aerosol?
Does he purposely ring on her doorbell a little bit too many times?
Can I have
Please,
some
for
dice?
the love of God.
Can I have some dice?
It's a no.
Okay, but
Would you like
what-
to use a team since he's part of this team now?
What label do you think that'd fall under? I don't even know what class
Would you
Simon
like
would
to
be.
use a team? 'Cause since you're a part of this team now, Mr. Man in the Chair.
We have to find a way to justify giving them a team, but it would be funny.
None of you are here for this scene. We see a scene alone one night in the... do we have a name for the hideout? Do we want to name it something? This can come later.
I was thinking that we
One-
did that as a team.
One night in the hideout, Simon alone. You see him he has open the passcode authenticator, actively open. You see him take out some breath spray. All right, baby. This is it. It's Simon time. All right. I look great. I feel great. This is gonna be great. So you see him with trembling hand enter 18 random digits. He presses the enter key. And it says access granted, and he goes, "Ah, shit!" And that is where we're going to end it this week. But before we finish, something I forgot in the last session, and something that I need to remember every single session, if you all don't mind looking at your peripheral moves under end of session. We're going to go around the table and ask each and every single one of you to pick one of these.
You can grow closer to the team, explain who made you feel welcome, give them influence to that character, and clear a condition or mark a potential. You can grow into your own image of yourself, explain how you see yourself and why. Shift one label up and another label down. You can grow away from the team, explain why you feel detached. You can take influence over you away from another character. And this entire section is just rules and other stuff, so for the listeners, if you want to skip all this, you're welcome to. It's just rules mumbo jumbo.
So, if we could go around the table real quick and do these, that would be wonderful. If you would like to start, Miss Mary Black.
I am going to choose grow closer to the team, and how she does this is she's actually feel like she's growing a little bit closer to Aster by joining the AV club.
Makes sense.
Aster's super critiquing your films. Like, they're in it, so they are making sure you're in it as well.
Oh, 100%. There's a lot of panoramic views. There's a lot of, slow walks through the forest with, soft classical themes like Beethoven, because I'm pretty sure Beethoven's going to be around in, 200 years.
Yeah.
And it's free. There's no copyright. It's, it's not a bad move.
So it's just like nature walks with nice Beethoven, like calm Beethoven in the background.
Yeah, okay.
Who would like to go next?
I've got it. No
Go
one
for it
does.
then.
All right. Aster's growing into their own image of themselves. They see themselves as a possible vigilante, as someone. Yeah, they see themselves in stark contrast to their brother, is what they see.
Mm-hmm.
They have this idea, they have their friend who. Well, I mean, despite everything that Simon can be, he's still their guy, and he's opened a door that they didn't ever expect to be open this wide.
Yeah.
They're thinking of themselves and their future more than they ever really have, even if it's not in the way Tommy wants them to. So I'm pulling one away from Freak and adding one to Superior, bringing my Freak to +1 and my Superior to +3.
Cool. Please also take influence over Mary, because that's what she gave you in hers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well,
Also-
I have to write down who I'm influenced by, so I'm writing down Aster because I was supposed to start.
Well,
with,
in general, each and every single one of you, you should all write down who you have influence over and who is influencing you, because there are certain conditions that will give you extra points. And that's mainly for your group. I will tell you if you have influence over someone, an NPC, but I'm not going to keep track of your group.
Can we pick an NPC to have influence over us?
Yeah, at any time, if you feel like an NPC has influence over you, please tell me, because I'm not doing the version of the game that is now every single adult automatically has influence over you. I'm doing the version of the game where I want you to pick who has influence over you, but if they mean anything to you, you have to say they have influence over me.
Christina
That's what I
Shaw
did with
has influence
Instigator.
on Space Baby.
So-
has influence on you. Thank you for letting me know.
Question. So they would all have a little bit of influence over me since we're all basically on the same page right now.
I mean, if you feel like...
If these people matter to you, give them influence over you. If you care what they think.
These two do.
Then write them
Then
down.
I haven't really spent that much time with you, but I've been tutoring them for a while.
Even though I hugged you
Yeah,
with one arm?
absolutely. I'm okay with that.
So can I give them more than one influence?
No,
Just one.
No,
you,
just one.
you
It's a
either
binary resource.
have it or you don't. It's very on or off.
Let me ask an unrelated question.
Yes.
I got the angry condition last time. Would it have went away naturally, or do I have to actually
Yes.
clear it?
So it will go away naturally over a time skip, like the 2 weeks we are spending now. So it will go away in this, but if it's not a time skip, if it's like a one day to the next day, no, it does not clear.
So it's not the session, it's like the actual time frame in the game.
It's about time frame in game.
I can't remember her father's name, so I'm just gonna mix it up.
Marcus Black.
Was it Marcus?
I named him Marcus,
Okay, cool.
unless his name was already Marcus.
I want to grow into the own image of myself.
Absolutely. I feel like you did a lot of that this session.
Yeah, and that's probably part of what it is. You know, over the 2 week, Space Baby's going to school, and one thing about Space Baby is Space Baby sees themselves as normal, and that everybody else is weird. But he's recognizing that, you know, he is a little bit of the different one, and he's becoming comfortable with that. And that's like the thing with Chaz, you know, that was maybe a moment where Space Baby just did not care what that person was saying.
Yeah.
It says shift one label up and another down. And I think to be true to how the character played, I would shift superior up and mundane down. That would give you a -3 to mundane.
You cannot have negatives, and that would mean that the shift doesn't happen in general. If you were to shift something up and something down, and the something down would turn it into a negative, then the shift doesn't happen at all. That's how the rules describe it.
Oh, okay.
That's fascinating.
So you have to shift something else down.
Okay.
I would like to remind everyone of this. You can only ever have a +4 to a roll or a -3 to a roll. You can never have more than that.
Okay. So I want to shift danger down and superior up. So that'll take my danger to 0 and my superior to +2.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Gail, what you got?
I think I'm going to be the only one to take, at this moment, the grow away from the team. It's not due to anything the team has done. It's due to me, at this moment, trying to understand and comprehend what all has happened and, like, due to me separating myself from everybody.
Who loses influence over you?
Who influences you right now before that?
I think it's technically only these two do.
It's
But I
these
don't know
two, Christina, Shaw, but
you also have
feel
like your
like-
brothers, and you have
Yeah.
a few
I
different
have a few.
options. And if you want to make it any of the NPCs, you can make it an NPC too. But it does kind of want you in this one to do it from a teammate.
yeah. I feel like as I've been like pulling myself away, I feel like I'd end up, because I know Aster like very well. I don't think it's going to be Aster.
That's fair.
This. I think it's going to end up being.
I understand that part. That's fair.
There is a tasty
good
little
right
bit of mechanics and in-game mixing there as well, I think. Just because we have, at least in this session, had Aster reaching out and like trying
Yeah.
to keep the connection even as she's pulling away.
Yeah.
Instead of you taking influence over me, since you know what, you already had it since we were part of the team.
Oh.
If you give influence to someone who already has it, you are allowed to shift one of their labels up. What level would you like to shift?
How do you see me?
So, like,
How do you see them?
if two people have influence over you, like when the second one does, then...
If the same person gets influence over you twice.
Oh, okay. They believe in you really hard.
So, can someone explain to me what the...
If you have influence over a teammate and you would gain influence over them again, immediately shift one of their labels up and one down of your choice. So you get one up and one down.
One up and one down. So I'm going to shift one of your mundanes up. And then, I don't know if you have a freak, but your freak down one.
I do have a freak. I'm the freak. No, I do have a freak. That's... Oh, it's neat. It's neat. It's neat. It's neat.
So,
I don't think of him as much of a odd character anymore.
I like that. All right.
It's fun when there's a mechanic in the game that's literally this person feels more like a person to you.
Yes, that is. I like this game for that kind of reason. It's so much more about your emotions towards things than just fighting people. That's where we're gonna end it.
Thank you for listening. This is Six-Sided Struggle. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.